Namaste all. Good evening.
Namaste. Good evening.
Today we have with us Lekha ji. She is a Reiki teacher, Karuna Reiki teacher, aura reader, basically alternate healing specialist. Currently, her focus is with the spiritual tablets program with the Pyramid Valley from Bangalore. Today, she is here with us to talk about the topic self introspection. I heartily welcome Lekha ji to the session. Your presence means a lot. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I also welcome all the participants here for the weekly session. Lekha ji, over to you. Please, you may start.
Thank you. Thank you. Good evening, friends. I'm Lekha from Ghaziabad, and as Guru Dutt has told, I'm today I'll be talking about self-introspection journey. But before we start, we'll have a small meditation because whenever we start the things with meditation, that goes very well. So uh, Guru Dutt ji will play music, and for that I will request all of you to just remove your specs and clasp your fingers like this and cross your feet. If you're sitting on the chair, just cross your ankles, or if you're sitting on ground, you can just fold your legs and sit with the backbone straight. That will help you in the meditation. It's a small meditation and I hope you will love that. So please, all of you, be comfortable and let us start. Just take out your specs and please be comfortable. Keep your backbone straight. So I would like, Gurdas, can you play the music for me? Just invoke your gods. A little louder. Thank you. Simply observe your breath. You don't have to fight with your breath. Just simply soft and smooth breath. Close your eyes gently because when we open the eyes, the energy leaks out. No mantra, no puja, no idol in front of you. Just simply observe your breath, incoming breath and outgoing breath. This meditation is actually called Anapanasati meditation. Ana means incoming breath. Pana means outgoing breath. And Sati means to observe. This meditation was given by Lord Buddha. Now, Brahmarishi Pitama Patriji is teaching each and every human being to learn this beautiful meditation. No thoughts, however. Just flow with your breath. This actually connects yourself with you. when you inhale, you can feel the coolness of the breeze going inside you. And when we exhale, all the negativity from inside comes out. This is a very simple meditation. This is called anytime meditation. Anywhere, anytime, you can just sit for a while and observe your breath. All the great masters, Himalayan yogis, they all perform the same meditation. No thought should be there. You can feel the breath going inside, deep inside you, and coming out. And when we learn this meditation, our breath slows down. That's the beauty of it. When we do practice, another 1 minute, we'll be with our breath. Breath is basically our guru. If we just follow the instructions, if we just follow the breath, we can achieve whatever we want in the life. Another 5 seconds, just slowly come back to your body consciousness, all of you. And rub your palms, cup your eyes, and very slowly open your eyes. And you're welcome back. Thank you so much. Thank you, friends. So, today we are going to start a new journey that is called self introspection. The journey of self introspection is going inside you. What we do actually, we are always focusing outside the world, what we are getting from there. So we are all focused upon that. So when we do the self introspection, we come to understand that whatever we are trying to find out from outside, that we can actually get from inside. So for that, we basically need the awareness. If we are aware of the things, we can do and the wonders what we want. We all say that we are doing puja, we are chanting mantras, we are doing jap, we are meditating, but still you will find people that still they are all are struggling. Everyone is having health issues, relationship issues, financial issues. So why do we have that much sufferings? And when we suffer, we always have a question, why me? So it is me because we have created those things. We are not aware how can we get rid of all these problems? How can we come out of these things? So that for that we need self introspection. In Gita it is said कि we remain in the gunas. You must all be knowing we are in the five gunas, that is Tama, Raja, Sata, Satgun, then Shuddha Sattvic, and then we have the Nirgun. So we stay in each gun for many lifetimes. So in one lifetime, when we are trying to come out of it, hardly we shift 1 millimeter. So imagine how much time do we need for moving further. So here what we have to do, we have to sit and ask ourselves what we actually want from us. So this self introspection journey is divided into many parts. That is one, the physical health, then your mental self, then your emotional self, and then your spiritual self. It's a long, long journey. And as you must have seen the onions, when we do this course, we just keep on peeling one and the other layers. And when we meditate, meditation is the only process by which we can achieve anything that we want. We all think that we are meditating. Even I used to think that way. Yes, from the very childhood, I was sitting and meditating. So now, when I started this Anapanasati meditation, then I understood if I was concentrating somewhere outside. What we were taught, okay, some light is coming from outside, or we focus on the idols which we pray. So that is not the right way. When we connect with our breath, as you must have heard the story of Dhruv, when Dhruv was meditating, he left his food, then water, and then he even stopped breathing. When he stopped his breath, the whole of the world was in panic. Okay, what is happening? So breath is so very important for us. So when we connect with the breath and we meditate, we get the proper results which we want. What is said is spirituality is the root. When we enter into this path, we sow the seed, and gradually, when we meditate, a strong tree is grown up, and the physicality is our fruits. When we have very strong roots, then only we can get a better tree to further proceed. Now, another thing is very, very important. We have to be very, very grounded. If we are not grounded, we cannot stand erect. Another point which we have turmoils in our life. Every now and then something is happening with each and with all of us. Either we are having the physical, some financial issues or the relationship issues, as it's a very common thing. Health issues, everyone is having the backbone pain, neck, frozen shoulder. These are the very common things which nowadays we are facing. So whenever we have a turmoil, what we do, we never sit and try to understand why we are having such things. What we do, either we will sit and play with the games or we will go for shopping. We just want to avoid the things. will go and sit, do chit chatting with others. So these type of things we go. So we are not thinking about the emotions and thoughts that we are creating. So the thoughts which we create, they are very, very important for us to proceed further. If somebody is saying something to us, somebody praises us, what we feel very good. Yes, I am very good. If you're good looking, then it's okay. And if you're not good looking, and if someone says, oh, just look at her, how she's looking, she's fat, she's thin, she's not fair, she's very dark, she's, look at her hair. But then these type of things people keep on saying to us. So when people say something, we immediately get attracted, attached to the emotions. If they praise us, we are very happy. Yes, I am too good. But as soon as they say something negative to you, you get hurt. So here we have to see, this is a very, very good checkpoint. If anyone is praising you and you are becoming happy, so that means if anybody is saying negative words, you will get hurt. So what we have to do what we do in this self introspection, we teach how to have patience, how to control your emotions. If we have the power, if we understand, if we have the awareness, then immediately we get connected to the things. Would you like to do a small exercise? Can we go through that? Okay. So what you do, can just close your eyes for 5 minutes and imagine that you're writing your class 10th paper. You are in the examination hall and all of you are sitting there and you're writing your exam, and be there only where you are being told. So just please, all of you, close your eyes and see yourself entering the examination hall when you're writing the paper of class 10. Whatsoever things are coming in your mind, just let it be. Okay, so now all of you come back and you can write on a piece of paper, as we are not having the interactive session. So you can write in a piece of paper what you felt. I think Guru Dutt can converse with me, please, and just unmute yourself.
Yes, yes, sure.
How did you feel? What was your experience, Guru Dutt?
There was a mix of emotions. There was a bit of tension. Also,
Right.
about all the preparations that I have done
Right.
previous to the exams.
Right. So that means you felt, actually you felt you were there
True.
in the examination hall, and I think everyone must have felt the same feeling.
Sure.
What is our mind? Immediately, as soon as I told you to go to that particular situation, you have gone there. So that means the things which were there at that time, still they are inside us. It has not gone out. We have not left the past, right? So what is meditation? Basically, we have to leave the past, not think of the future. We have to be in the current moment. When if I say you think of some bad incident which you had in your life, immediately you will feel the pain. If I say, think when your father first time gave you ice cream to eat, or the balloon you received from him, you will get those emotions right now also. Okay, yes, I am feeling bad or I am feeling happy. So that means those the emotions, they are inside us. That is why we are not progressing. Right? So what we have to do in the self introspection we journey, we teach how to come out of those turmoils, whether they were bad or they were good, whatsoever things we are having inside us, that has to come out, because we cannot live always with that. Suppose you're traveling in a train and you're having a baggage with you, what will you do for while traveling? You will keep, obviously you will keep the baggage somewhere else and you will be seated. But what we are doing, we are actually carrying each and everything. Are our emotions. Again, our belief system, whatsoever have been told to us, we are carrying with us, whether it is having any significance nowadays or not. Everything we are simply following that we have been told. Then our emotions, then our spiritual path everywhere. Suppose we were told, yes, you do the puja or the mantra. We are doing it since childhood. I also was doing. But could we come out of the things? क्या हमारी जो financial problems थी, or we can say the physical health, did we come out of that? What you say, Gurudat? Let us interact a little bit. What you say about that? Have
Not,
you come out?
not,
Not
not
exactly. Not exactly, na?
yeah.
As in the south, people are very fond of reciting this Vishnu Sahasranama, then Aditya Hridaya Stotram. I also did all the things. In North India, we have different mantras that we chant. So what is being told to us, कि when we do 1 crore puja, it is written somewhere in Gita, that gives the result of one's throat. 1 crore time puja when we do, that gives the fruit, या इसका हम फल कहते हैं, that is of one's throat. 1 crore throat when we recite, then we get that is equal to one jap, and 1 crore jap is equal to one moment of dhyan. So think, if we are actually meditating and we get inside ourselves, then we can come to know many things which are inside us. You will be surprised to know we all know that we are having a number of cells. So we have 63,000 trillion cells in our body, right? Each and every cell of the body is having the memory of 8 GB. When you go to purchase a mobile or something, we just ask, what is the memory of that? So just calculate what memory we are having inside. So that is why we are having the pain in the body, because we are not able to come out of that, right? And each and every cell is having the voltage of 1.2 volts. So now you think of how beautiful and what much of energy, what capacity, capability the human body is having, and we are not aware of that. So the self-introspection that deals with each and every, the layer we have to peel, how to come out of each and every past memories. When you utter a word, you know that it goes to universe. The Newton's third law apply here. When you throw a ball, or when we were child, we used to play with the bouncing ball. We used to throw the ball on the wall, small ball, and it used to come back with the same intensity. Everybody played, I think so. So what is that? The same is the law with the universe. What we are uttering the words, what thoughts we are creating, that is going into the universe. And those thoughts, they only come back to us. So we have to be very careful. You know, when somebody you don't like, say some of your neighbors, always we have some neighbors that we don't like them. And we have a feeling of that, we don't want to speak to them, or we don't want to connect to them. We have that feeling. Each and every one of us have that. It's a very common thing. But imagine when the person enters your house, he rings the bell, what you do? Oh, you have come. I was just thinking about you. I'm so happy that you're here. So imagine there is no We don't synchronize the things. So that is why these all things which we are perceiving inside, they are giving the trouble to us. And then we ask the universe, yeah, and we pray in front of God, oh Bhagwan, why did you do all these things with me? So we have to come to that knowledge, to that awareness, that whatsoever is happening in our life, that for that I am only responsible, because I am the creator of each and everything whatsoever is happening in my life. Another one important thing I'll just cover up. When we are during Diwali or some puja, what we do? We clean the house very nicely. Whatsoever clutter we are having, the things which we don't need, we just keep on giving to the maids and anyone who comes. Okay, you take this. I don't want. So we clutter the whole of the house. Slowly till the next Diwali or the puja comes, what happens? Everything is still stacked in your houses. That means the whole of the year we are not decluttering our place. Similarly, we have all the thoughts in our subconscious mind. Whenever we talk to anyone, we see anything, we hear anything, we taste, what we do, we are just keeping the things inside and we never throw it out. It's a garbage which we are having inside. If you're passing through a road where you can have the bad smell, what you immediately do? You cover your nose because you don't want to get that bad smell inside you. But if somebody is fighting, what you do? You are very happy you're watching that, taking the things inside you. If someone is abusing, oh, he is abusing. Okay, that's nice. So we are taking all the garbage and then we talk about why we are unhealthy, why we are having so many issues. So these are the points why we have this type of problem, and then we are not supposed to ask anyone. There is no God sitting upstairs on in the space. We are gods. We are creating our own reality. So if we understand, yes, whatever I am saying. Similarly, the clutter, as we clean outside, we have to clean ourselves also, no? Every day someone is mopping, sweeping in your house, doing dusting. And if the maid doesn't do, or if your wife doesn't do, then what you say? Oh, so it's looking so dirty. Why didn't you do it today? Even the utensils, they should be very clean. Don't you want that thing in your house? So similarly is our body also. That also wants the cleanliness, the clarity of the emotions, the cleanliness of the thoughts. If we understand these points, then naturally we can come out of the turmoil which we are going through. So I think this is a checkpoints you can see. If someone is praising, don't get very happy. If someone is saying bad about you, and for this, one more very important thing is when we get hurt, we should understand that this is because of me. So you accept yourself, because we are always criticizing someone like she's fat, she's thin, she's long, she's dark, she's fair. We keep on complaining. So why we say all these things? Because we don't have any acceptance for ourselves. If I say that I am good, I accept myself as I am. This is the basic thing which everyone should learn. Yes, you accept yourself. Don't have a complaint, because you were not made by yourself. You are the creation of the God. You are a beautiful creation of the God. So you should understand that, thinking, yes, I am good. Whatsoever I am, I can have I can check my thoughts, I can check my words, I can check my emotions, but the physicality I cannot change. So first thing what we have to do, we have to accept as we are. When we accept our physical self, then slowly we can understand the mental self, then our emotional self. And then the journey goes to beyond that, that is the spiritual path, what we are talking about. Because as soon as we enter into the spiritual path, what happens ki everybody thinks ki yes, is janam mein to nirvan ho hi jayega. Yes, I will get the nirvana. You know, everybody has that thought. But is it possible? No, because we have to learn a lot how to live, how to give love and compassion to others. First, we have to love ourselves. We have to see and check our thoughts and accept as we are. When you will what we say, okay, see, her fingers are looking very nice, she has put the nail polish and the way she has, why don't you appreciate your fingers by which you are doing lots of work? You're cooking, you are drawing, you are painting, you are playing instruments, you're doing wonders, you're writing, but we never appreciate ourselves. So that is the fault which we are all are having. So we have to take care of these things. If you go this way, then but natural is that you will be an evolved soul, because we have, you all must be knowing, 400 to 500 lives, and in that, and slowly we evolve. So as we are here, we are listening, we are talking, we are sharing the things, that means we are evolved souls, and we want more and more perfection in that. So for that, we have to do the self introspection journey, and you have to check your thoughts, your words. There shouldn't be any gap between the two, because what we, I told you, like as soon as somebody comes, we are thinking of something else and we are uttering something else. So there should be a synchronization between both the things. That is very important, because what you think, that is going into the universe, and that is going to come back to you. Look, what we think, अरे हमने तो मन में कहा था, nobody will hear it, but the universe is there, who is always listening and listening to you, whatever you say. So I think that you must have understood the concept, because it's a long journey. I cannot cover it in 30 minutes. It's a, I take the class for 30, it's a 40 for 41 days, but I take for 30 days. So it's a long journey, and hope the friends, you must have enjoyed, you must have understood the concept. And gradually, whenever Gurdat will call me again, then we'll be here for another sharings. So I'm time constrained, so I would like to say thank you to all of you.
Probably we can take one or
If they have a question,
yeah. So you can unmute yourself and ask, or if you have any feedback. Okay.
If anyone has anything to ask, I'm there.
Yeah, one question from my side is,
Yeah.
so this self introspection journey, is it an Advait way of journey, or you have some symbols to use, or as you said?
No, nothing. Only you have to do the meditations. We teach you to meditate and get connected to yourself.
So it is a byproduct of Anapanasati meditation, we can say.
You can say that, but this is the thing, you basically, it's your realization, because what we do, we are always depending upon others for everything. Even for the happiness, we are looking to others. Now we are dependent upon others. He says you are good, then only we feel that we are happy. No, so that happiness is actually not outside, that is inside, and we are not able to find out how to find that happiness. Now we are dependent upon the symbols.
So the journey is the peeling of the onions.
Peeling of the onions, yeah.
So layer by layer, you will.
Layer by layer. Yeah. And we go for the many exercises like this. When you do the simple exercises, and we have, basically, I have the interactive sessions. So everyone get involved, and they experience immediately as we did this exercise. So when you share the experiences, you come to know how people feel. And when you feel, then when you express, then gradually you overcome the things. No? Otherwise, it's impossible. So you have to understand, yes, where I am wrong. Basically, we are wrong, and that's why we are getting the troubles. If you don't declutter, I'll just give a small example. If you don't declutter your house and you're decluttering even outside, that causes you constipation. Can you imagine that? So every day you have to check a single drawer. Just go and see one of your drawers and see what's happening, what is there. And you will find number of old lipsticks, and for the ladies, I think the ladies are there. Then they will be having some old pens. It's are not even in the use, but they are kept. Why are they there? Even if you go into the kitchen, number of bottles, number of small dabbas you will find, they are of no use. When you keep on keeping these things inside our houses, across in our lives, that causes you constipation, because the decluttering is a process by which you can clean anything. When you clean your house, when you want a clean house outside, why not inside? What we actually do, Gurudat, ki when somebody comes, suppose suddenly somebody comes to your house and your house is just like that, the things are shabby or lying here and there. Immediately, what you will do, just pick up the things, throw inside a cupboard, or if it is you don't have the time, you cover it with the carpet, the garbage. So what we say ki we do the same thing. We just put a something, हम उसको हिंदी में कहते हैं आवरण. We put a आवरण on ourselves.
Covering, okay.
Our emotions are not seen by others. That way we are hurting ourselves only, because we are non-stop, we are perceiving now, from the eyes, from the nose, from the ears, mouth, the taste, everything you're taking inside.
Yeah, so I have a follow-up question. So it is quite possible that during this introspection journey, we get
Yeah.
guilt mode.
No, I couldn't get you.
We might get into a guilt consciousness that
No.
I've done this, because of this I'm facing this, and probably it is difficult to get over that. Probably it will take many years or many janmas. So
No.
how do you get over
No.
that? Is it part of the introspection?
It's a part of introspection ki immediately you will come out of that.
Mhm.
You need patience. Here you need consistency and commitment. These two things, we talk about that. First, if you have these two things, then you come and join the journey. And that is, I have seen the transformation in the people like anything. The whole of the life has changed because their thought process has changed. How to interact with others, what words you have to utter, do's and don'ts. And what wrong thing we do, we always say, acha dekhenge, ifs and buts, we have lots of ifs and buts. If I say ki, yes, you have to do this thing, then you will have, okay, whether I will be able to do it or not. You always have a flicker mind.
Mhm.
So that is not needed. If you have a, the, that type of thought, if you create ki, yes, I am doing it. Can also, no, can and will we don't use anywhere in the spirituality. That is a thing which is not needed, because if you say can and will, that means you are not going to do it. Simply say no. Instead of saying can and will, say no, I cannot. I am not doing. And another thing, when you're speaking, be in the present tense. Yes, I am doing it.
Mhm.
When you're talking in present tense, the things manifest. That is the beauty of the spirituality. When you understand these topics, then 100% transformation is there. Because in my third session, also the people, those who were in the first session, they are still keen to join me. Because brushing up is very much needed every day. Na? As you do the dust, I said that you do the dusting of your house. Similarly, it is needed for ourselves also.
Got it. Okay.
So
Yeah.
it's a
So
beautiful journey. If you join me, I'll be very, very happy. So whosoever is interested, they can get my number from Gurudat. And when I start the next session, you all are invited. Those who are liking, so we can have a blast. It's a
sure, sure.
great
Yeah, definitely.
transformation that we have.
Definitely. So is it
Certain-
like a batch wise you do? You do it every month or
No,
something?
if I now I've started on 5th of April, the session has started, because it's a journey of not less than 30 days, and you have to be very consistent for that.
Okay.
Coming and going, that I don't allow, because
Mm,
people will say, no, okay, I didn't get transformed. So that it is needed. So now
got it.
I started, and it takes 1.5 hours minimum I take for that much time. So we can start another journey once I get this batch.
Okay. Okay.
Because
Sure.
and as it is interactive session, so at least 10-15 people are there, then you enjoy
Right.
the experiences of others also, then you have a very nice time with them.
Nice. Very good. Very good.
So
Any other questions, or we can wind up because Lekhaji had to go.
yes, the time is over.
Okay. I think
So friends, I hope you all have enjoyed, and
we
thank
have.
you so much for listening to me.
Yeah, we have a lot of feedbacks. All of you, all of them are thanking you.
Okay.
Be thankful to Vidyaji for connecting me to you.
Oh, the Vidya is very, she is my soulmate, I can say. A human being. Thank you so much.
So thank you all for joining. Once again, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so
We
much.
definitely will look forward to have you another session sometime later.
Definitely, anytime. Now, as
नमस्-
I'm
नमस्ते
having a time constraint, so much.
नमस्ते धन्यवादः